our iPhones, our Androids, whatever. They really are probe droids, Imperial probe droids gathering information so they can, A, come after us anytime they feel like it. Anytime we become expendable or become a threat to the system, they could either A, plant stuff on us, or B, say, well, we didn't like where you went over here. We didn't like this transaction that you did. We're just going to bring you in for questioning and confiscate your property. There's nothing you could do about it. You got to prove you're innocent. That's the state of the world that we're living in today. Do you share that assessment?
Well, yeah. You know, the best chance to prevent this was a bill that was just defeated in Congress last night with a predominant Republican majority saying, no, you can't fix this system. We want this mass surveillance. Why? You know why.
They want to use it.
It's no, well, what they say is it's against terrorists.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's against you and me.
Right, we're the terrorists.
It's against Spitzer. So, you know, the reality is such that Frank Church had it right, that this is an incredibly powerful tool. And in the hands of the wrong people, and there will always be wrong people around, it's a tool for tyranny. We ought to face up to it, and we ought to put a stop to it.
Well said. What's on your website right now? What are you writing about? What are you most concerned about?
Well, gosh, I've been writing a lot about Ukraine. I'm letting you write a lot about, well, NSA. Whenever I'm interviewed, usually my son puts that up on the website. There are a lot of issues that well, ISIS is another, you know. When the report came out from Patrick Coburn, who knows more about the Middle East than anybody in the White House, when he said that he was told that there were 200,000 ISIL, okay? Well, maybe that's a slight exaggeration, but it's much closer to the 15,000 that the CIA and the Army is saying. So what am I saying here? I'm saying it's a similar situation to Vietnam. And when you're as old as I am, you remember that Westmoreland deliberately deflated the numbers of communists under arms in South Vietnam because he was projecting a picture of progress, okay? There were twice as many as he counted. And we learned that during the Tet Offensive in January, February of 1968, when 500,000 communists under arms attacked every city, hamlet, and provincial town in South Vietnam. And they did it not with 200,000 or 299,000, which was the cap that Westmoreland put on how many enemy there could be, okay? The VC, the Viet Cong didn't agree that there could only be 299,000. So they hit us big. Now, what's the significance of that? If we knew that, if the American people knew that, that was halfway through the war, right? Now, if we stopped that war, that whole left, it's the western wing of the V that forms the Vietnam Memorial, Vietnam Veterans Memorial, it wouldn't be there because there'd be no names to inscribe in that granite. That's how serious that was. We're talking 25, 30,000 people more dead when we could have stopped that war. What are we doing with ISIL? Well, now there are only 3,000, maybe there's 6,000. The president doesn't know what he's doing. He's got very bad advice. Even some of the generals are hesitating now and saying, you know, this is a fool's errand, just like Afghanistan, just like Iraq. Now we're going to do it again. Give me a break.
And now it's going to be on several fronts. It'll be in Syria. It'll be again in Iraq, maybe even go into Turkey. I mean, this thing is just looking bad all over. So you think we're just at the beginning of what we're seeing in fighting with ISIL? You think it's going to be boots on the ground?
Well, there are already boots on the ground. Whether there'll be a big reinforcement, certainly General Dempsey believes that that's going to be necessary if we're going to prevail, whatever that means.
Yeah.
People are talking 30 years. You know, they refer to the 30 Years' War. Well, we've been there, done that. That's what happened in Europe when finally they decided, you know, it doesn't make a lot of sense to go killing each other. And they had the Treaty of Westphalia, 1648, I think it was, where they agreed there would be international boundaries and they would be respected. And there were exceptions, of course, during the last century. But we thought that after World War II, with the establishment of the UN and the Nuremberg Tribunal, which prohibited wars of aggression, we thought that the rule of law would prevail. It only prevailed until 9/11, when
So you have a false flag.
Green, right?
Yeah, you got the perfect reason to go after them. You just, create the enemy, you fund them, and then when they attack you, you go, oh my goodness. Well, good thing we have this giant army ready to go after you guys, and then
that's just it.
send them in.
You've got the arms manufacturers and the arms peddlers. They're making it big time out of all this. When you look at what happened earlier this year, now look at the well-trained, the well-equipped, and wonderful army that Petraeus had trained, right? 4 divisions of them. They're up in northern Iraq. And what happens? ISIL takes a couple of AK-47s and shoots it their way. They run away. Well, I don't want to exaggerate. They didn't all run away. The commissioned officers took helicopters away, okay?
Right. And they left all the equipment for them to grab.
My point is, they left their heavy tanks.
Yeah.
They left their artillery. They left their Humvees behind. So what did the U.S. do? Well, you couldn't let ISIL get it, so we destroyed them with fighter bombers. Wow. Who profiteers from that? We'll be selling the Iraqis some new weaponry.
Exactly.
I mean, is this a great country or what?
It's an evil cycle. Hey, Ray, thanks for giving us an update on all those subjects. And where can people find out more about your work?
RayMcGovern.com is the easiest way.
All right. Well, we'll be talking with you again. Thanks for the update. And this concludes the InfoWars Nightly News on this Wednesday, November 19th, 2014 edition. If you're not a member of PrisonPlanet.tv, please consider becoming one. We've just upped the limit on the number of subscribers that you can have on one, or actually the number of members that you can have logging into your login. It's up to 20 now. So we've added 9 more spots. So you could have up to 20 people on your one account. Pass out your username and password to everyone you know, and they could all tune in to the InfoWars Nightly News and enjoy the TV show, Alex Jones radio show, the special reports, the movies, the rants, the ebooks. Everything's all right there at PrisonPlanet.tv. So please consider becoming a subscriber today. That's our show for tonight. We'll see you next time. This is Rob Deuce signing off.
Celebrate the spirit of freedom and liberty upon which our nation was founded at InfoWarsShop.com. Molon Lave is ancient Greek for come and take it. This popular design combines both classic Greek Spartan imagery with modern M16 assault rifles. Now available in women's tees and proudly made in the USA. Celebrate the spirit of 1776 with the George Washington brass belt buckle or this incredibly sharp-looking 1776 hat. Badass. And be sure to check out the new arrivals at InfoWars Life, where you can prepare your body to perform at peak levels with Survival Shield Nascent Iodine, Super Male Vitality, and Fluoride Shield. And wake up, America. Immune Support Blend is the healthy choice for the gourmet coffee lover. So get incredibly high-quality, freedom-based products and help fund the revolution at InfoWarsShop.com.
You are watching the InfoWars Nightly News, which airs 7 p.m. Central at InfoWarsNews.com. Members can share their passcodes with up to 11 other people, and your support is helping us defend liberty worldwide.